Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to the Insula Pipeline Megacampaign in Crusader Kings 3. In the last episode, we continued our just tons of construction, and we're continuing to work on the lots of construction. So we still have a lot left to do, so we're gonna get to it. We did also complete our legend, the Holy Builder. So that's all done. And so we're just going to keep on keeping on. Miro's learning increased by 2. And, yeah, we've had a bunch of death due to measles. And unfortunately, it looks like our wife had a miscarriage. Stillborn. Unfortunate. Alright, Punigus. And his little friend, Beliarda, is taking a copy of the scriptures. Tried to read it, but quickly realized the words therein were best left to the priests. Content is fine. Gotta find a way to get rid of some of that stress. Cowpox. I'm hosting your chancellor. She has helped me truly see the splendor of the realm under your rule. Alright, so that's good. No. We have inactive accolades. Let's see. I will try and seek a worthy successor. Keep working down that stewardship tree. And you're going to send me a gift. Sure, we accept the gift. Alright, let's see. Let's spend some money. We'll go ahead and build a courtyard. Sure, why not? Because we very well may be holding a feast soon. Masonic dealings. The Guild of Stonemasons has established itself in the Magistry of Valencia. I'd rather not pay 900 gold. Well, it's 0% chance that we'll have to pay 1,500 gold. We'll give it a shot. 58% chance. Cecilia has come of age. Alright, which means we can start educating another child. I will have to select one. We are currently educating Punigus, right? Let's see, you're genius. And you're genius. Bossy, martial stewardship. Diplomacy, learning. I think we're gonna go ahead and educate you. Alright. After a lengthy audience, the Chief Mason will budge no further. For a lower price than this, it cannot be done. Building construction time and building construction cost. In Valencia. For 20 years. Alright, fine. We can do that. Then let's go ahead and get some construction done. Shadow over Zurich. We have an apocalyptic typhus plague. Beautiful. Desperate measures are required. Let's see. The temple should get... probably a scriptorium. The city should gain... well, nothing because we can't afford it. Early prevention was successful. Let's go take a look at where is this thing. Zurich. Probably up north. There it is. King Sentol's fever. It is spreading pretty aggressively. Alright, an accolade successor has been found. Keep as many things going as we can. Alright, upgrade the courtyard. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to hold a feast. Oh, we don't have the money to hold a feast. We're going to wait a couple of months. Alright, the mayor. We're overwhelmed by stress. We're not going to take a negative. That's a lot of stress. But if we can successfully conduct a feast, it shouldn't be a problem. Start the feasts. Alright, and we have a dynasty legacy. Vassals and noble families are less likely to join claimant factions or use the depose scheme. Unlocks the order mass arrests interaction. Okay then. Commission legend artifacts. Produce a book to commemorate your legend. Sure. It's expensive. Boy, might as well. The stolen keg. I caught these two hiding in the food stores. A very irate cook shouts at me, dragging my son Punicus and Mahalta in tow. Mahalta had stolen a whole keg of wine. Punicus tried to put it back by himself before I noticed, but no such luck for him, she says angrily. It seems as if my ward is a little troublemaker, but one that had a change of heart. Diligent. Excellent. Diligent is a great trait to have. The feast starts in 5 months. Okay. How is that plague looking? It seems to be remaining contained up north. We've had 57 fatalities. We're being raided. Yeah, you might want to get out of here. Inspiration strikes. Description. Alright, we decided to leave. Good. Alright, the guests are all gathered at the great hall. Lords and ladies from near and far reaches of the realm. The mood is bright and the spirits are high as the feast begins. Excellent. In drunken stumble, Brunisenda unlatched an enormous cauldron hanging over the fireplace in the middle of the feasting hall. Savory broth welled forth to cover half the room in a sea of stew. The irritable magistrate Berman, seated next to the cauldron, was caught by the rushing wave and loudly cursed his ruined appearance as grease ran down his face. Guests rushed to the other side of the hall as the thick mass spread greasy tendrils among the skipping feet. Vicereine Sikatonin stood catatonic in the middle of it all, shocked and horrified at the decadent waste. Vicereine Gotruda pet Lady Esclaramunda's dog. Okay. The feast is dwindling down. I find myself deep in conversation with my youthful daughter, Cecilia. She inquires about my opinion on troop compositions, a subject she is deeply interested in herself. We'll make a friend out of our own daughter. Excellent. All my guests smell satisfied. Their plates while I look at them, proud of my display of generosity. That said, Brunacenda may carry more shame than satisfaction after overturning the cauldron. Cleaning up will not be cheap. I know what I said, I just don't understand why you find it so funny. Guilma conks her head to the side while I withhold my chortle. I haven't told her what she said, could be interpreted as something lewd. If you squeeze the head, a thick substance will pour out. I may not be alone in thinking this is funny either. Empress Miriam spat out some of her drink when Guilma repeated herself. The two could share the same kind of crude humor as I, or they could be offended by it. I won't know what either thinks unless I speak up. Repeat what you said, but slowly. Really think about it. Alright, this is where we can lose a giant pile of stress, which we're going to go ahead and do. Baroness Canine gained 20 opinion of Lady Esclaramunda. Cuddled pet. Okay. Alright, and that took care of everything. We got 55 legitimacy. We lost 137 stress. Alright. And we got a stewardship perk. Levy reinforcement, right. Excellent. Alright, we need to study our language. Alright, very good. Keep upgrading the courtyard. That construction is still going. That construction is still going. We can upgrade here. Can we do Valencia? Yep, Valencia. Alright, Manel comes of age. My son. He could use a spouse. And look at that intrigue. You should probably try to find someone with good inheritable traits. Who's an adult? You're a Tancri. Really high intrigue. Decent stewardship. Yeah, we'll go with that. And make sure that you get converted to the correct religion. There we go. We have some artifacts with low durability. We'll go ahead and repair those. Our daughter has learned the Italian vulgar language. Alright. Keep those upgrades coming. Really start putting some stuff up here. I took Miro out playing with a bow, and to my surprise, he ran into a wounded doe. When he showed me the animal, its wounds were evidence of a slow and torturous death. Sadistic. You know, go ahead and give you ambitious. And we are sick. Not for any particular plague, we're just sick. And we're still in fine health, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Alright, we got our legendary shrine built. Excellent. Talking about my bumbling antiquarian. Tereso's breadth of expertise or lack thereof has been growing the subject of ribaldry. Chief among his distractors is my wife, who makes no effort to hide her contempt. I guess we're gonna fire him. Alright, my daughter has had a daughter. Excellent. The Holy Builder of Alpuente. Diplomacy, learning, renown. I mean, it's not that good of an artifact. We do have a metalsmith inspiration, so let's go ahead and sponsor that and let's see what comes of it. Let's see. My marshal wants to bring his daughter into the army. Alright, does that mean that we have... Yes. Marshal is now equal. Which means we have now women serving in the army who have good prowess. Excellent. The Champion of Wisdom. Okay. I'll create an accolade. Alright, let's look at another plague spreading. Not quite as nasty as the other one. That's a city. We shouldn't be in control of a city. Alright, inspiration. Fickle Philip. I bump into a very grave-looking Adelaida, my metalsmith, hoping that she doesn't bring ill news of the splendid regalia she should have ready for me. I've hit a wall in my work. To the Great Hall. Let's see. The Theria Regalia. She wants to use its jewel. What exactly are we using? I mean, sure. Go ahead. Hopefully we get something good out of it. We fired our antiquarian. Should hire a new one. And probably should hire a royal architect as well. That would be a good idea. Alright, we're no longer sick. Excellent. Viking cheese? I stop at a roadside stall selling some simple foods. A trader, Estefania, plies me with a different wares before reaching below the stall and bringing out a carved wooden box. For you, my liege, this is the finest cheese in all the realms. She pushes a small block into my hand, leans in and whispers conspiratorially, it was crafted by cheese-making Vikings here in Iberia. Despite the bizarre comment, the cheese is incredibly good. I must find these cheese Vikings. A scrawny-looking man is brought before me. However, the pathetic man in front of me barely looks like a cheesemaker, let alone a Viking. I'm truly sorry, but I'm not really a Viking. It's just a lie to help with selling the cheese, he sputters. I want half your profits and half your cheese. I gained the aged cheese artifact. Alright. It's a trinket. Alright, what does it do? Aged cheese. It gives a small health boost with a small reduction in attraction opinion. Maybe I should send the cheese. Maybe I should send the cheese to my estate. Yes. Continue to upgrade the majestic courtyard. Repair. A jovial merchant pressed a sack of seeds in my hand. Plants he claims fortify both health and mind. Let's see. We could gain Herbalist or Seeker of Knowledge for 10 years. Alright. And we gain the trait Herbalist. Still construction there. Yep. What in the world was my son Puticus doing in that wardrobe in the servants' quarters? Playing hide and seek, he claims? Looks like a ghost, shaking, eyes wide open, staring at walls. Okay. Let's give him lustful. We got an excellent regalia. It really wasn't any better than the regalia we consumed to make it. Unfortunate. Prestige, renown, and spouse opinion. Yeah, we'll keep the one we're currently using. We need a new spy master. Sure, you can be spy master for now. Let's get you out doing some conversion. Let's get you out spreading some culture. See, what I'm guessing is... yeah, we need a cranes innovation. Alright, my son Miro has been impressed with one of the household champions. Gains diligent. Excellent. We have a lot of prestige. Is there anything that we would want to do to reform the culture a little bit more? Garden architects, forest folk, hill dwellers. Winter warriors. Dexterous fishermen. Coastal advantage, supply capacity, coastal sea danger. I mean, that one's not bad. You know what? I think we'll go with that. I think we'll add dexterous fisherman. Oh, no, we can't do anything. Never mind then. Breaking fast with a friend. I'm on my way to the temple one morning when I run into Empress Miriam, who's carrying a small bag. Glancing around, she conspiratorially opens it, revealing all sorts of foods and drink. It's such a beautiful day. Come join me outside for a morning picnic, she says. I start protesting that I'm on my way to the temple. Miriam interrupts me. The Father of Greatness will still be there later, but these untrumults won't. Alright, we'll gain lovely picnic. I guess we'll go ahead and construct a wine room. Land of Alpuente is of the highest pious value, and from its soil ascended springs miraculous water capable of curing all maladies. We'll build a monastery there as well. Alright. I think we'll go ahead and end the episode here. Mongol Empire is still there. There's the Thracian Empire. It looks like Bulgaria got reabsorbed by Arcadia, so we'll see where that ends up going. Alright, but yeah, we'll go ahead and stop here, and we'll keep on working on all this construction when we come back. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.